Hey guys, it's Jess, and on this video I want to show you guys how to store your catasetum orchids after they've gone dormant. Yeah, that's it for the intro. So let's get started. So this catasetum, this is the only one I have dormant right now. There's others that are pretty close, but not quite there yet. So this one is catasetum pileatum variation in, yeah. I don't know how to pronounce the last one, but yeah, this is one of them. One of the many orchids I have, or catasetums that I have. And this one's been dormant for over a month, maybe like a month and a half. Yeah, so this one's pretty early compared to the other ones, and it's not creating a spike or anything. And its moss is pretty dry. Can you guys see that? It's pretty dry. The roots are pretty much dead. And yeah, this is one way you can store your catasetum. Just leave it in the old moss in the pot with a tag and just leave it here. But the thing about this, though, the bad thing is it will drop a lot of sphagnum. Like, look at all, you guys can't see it. Well, it drops a lot of sphagnum moss and dried up sphagnum moss, and I have a lot of it here. So that's a con. I really don't like it because I hate sweeping. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna take this out of the moss. That's gonna be a second way you can store it without its moss, and just kind of store it like a tulip, or so people say, because I don't grow tulips. So yeah, I've never done this before, so I'm going to show you guys how to do it, and I'm going to show myself how to do it too. But I've watched people do it, have I? I don't know. I watched videos where people say they've done it. I don't think I've actually watched a video where people do it. So yeah. To get this dry sphagnum to separate it from the bulb, you will have to wet the sphagnum. And it's fine if I wet it. I know I said, did I say it on this video? Well, you're not supposed to water it while it's dry. While it's dormant. If I haven't said it, you're not supposed to water it. But yeah, I'm gonna water, or I'm gonna soak the sphagnum just so it's easier for me to take it out of, separate it from the bulb, without making any sense. It will dry pretty fast because I'm not leaving any moss or any water in it, so I don't have to worry about rot. So yeah, what I'm gonna do is just soak it in and just let it sit in it while the sphagnum expands. So yeah, while these are dormant, you have to take them out of direct sunlight, and there's a few places you can put it. You can put it away from the window, like on a desk or something, or a table, which I have it on my table right here. You guys have probably seen it on a few videos I've done on my desk. So you just leave it there. It doesn't get any direct sunlight. You can put it underneath your bed where it doesn't get any light at all, in the closet. Yeah, so it really doesn't matter where you put it, as long as it's not getting any direct sunlight or any water. So yeah, I'm gonna take this out. And you can even put it like on a shoebox and just close the box and leave it underneath your bed or a closet. But just remember, you have an orchid in that shoebox because you don't want to end up killing it. So yeah, you can just leave it there until it starts creating a new growth. And when it starts creating a new growth, you can slowly move it up to direct sunlight. So you can start it off maybe underneath I don't know how to call it. Underneath, I don't know what to call it. I can't think. I don't know. Not on direct sunlight. So yeah, slowly move it up until it gets direct sunlight. Because apparently I don't know what to call this. Underneath, like, the window. There's a specific name of what I want to name, but for some reason I can't think of it. But yeah, maybe underneath the window, and then slowly as new growth starts growing, you can move it up to the window you want it to be. So you're gonna go from low light to its highlight when it's already maturing, if that makes any sense. Because you don't want to just, as soon as you see a new growth, you don't want to put it on direct sunlight because it can fry the new growth. So yeah. So you guys can see, this is much easier than dry sphagnum. So what I'm going to do right now is cut it, just because it's going to be a lot easier for me. I did already sterilize it. Even though it's dry, you still want to do it just in case you cut something previously and it had something. So yeah, disinfected, sterilize it, whatever you guys want to call it. Just make sure it's clean before you start. So actually, I'll take all the extra ones. So, do you guys have catasetums? And if you do, are your catasetums spiking? Because I've seen so many pictures on Workaholics Anonymous and Catasetnate Fever, all the Facebook groups, and there's a lot of people that have their catasetums like spiking and flowering, and mine aren't doing anything. I have 2 that are spiking, and I feel like I should have more because people have a lot more. So yeah, let me what? Okay, let me try again. Let me know what your catasetums are doing. So yeah, because my Phalaenopsis, I have some on spike, some in bud. Actually, one is blooming already. And I have my Cattleya creating a new growth, so it's just the catasetums that don't want to spike for me. I mean, they're still pretty much green. They've lost a few leaves, and some are yellowing. So I don't know. I know they usually spike around this time, but they're not like exact dates. Like by November, you should have a spike. They vary. So hopefully I do get some later, but I don't know why they don't want to spike for me. I do have, like at night, my temperature does drop, but I haven't decreased the light, so maybe that's what I should do, right? Decrease the light. I don't know, I'm just talking here. So right now, I'm cutting the roots that it has here. So I'm going to be careful not to cut the bulb. Okay, so this is pretty much cut, but I'm going to carefully remove the rest of the sphagnum right here. That was easy. Well, I think I removed all the sphagnum it has here, so it shouldn't stay moist anymore. And I will cut the little longer roots it has. I feel like if you're doing this, well, I just swept and a root flew away, but I feel like if you do this, it will be easier if you do it with scissors, just because with a knife, it might not be well, it might be. Just make sure your knife is really, really sharp, because you don't want to, if it's like blunt or something, you don't want to, try to cut it and accidentally cut the growth. So, yeah. I would recommend scissors for these, just because you have more control over where the blades are going, compared to a knife. That's just my opinion. Yeah, here it is. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is get the tag. Now I'm actually going to tape it, just so I don't forget which one it is. And I'm gonna get some Scotch tape. Don't use like those heavy duty duct tapes because I feel like you would peel off half of the bulb, you know, trying to peel it away. So maybe use some light tape, like Scotch tape, or maybe painter's tape. Would be good too. So I'm just gonna tape it around the bulb. And I'm not gonna like do it really tight. I'm gonna do it like softly. I don't think that's the word I want to use, but yeah, I'm gonna do it very lightly. I'm not gonna do it like really tight. And here it is. So what I'm gonna do with this is I'm just gonna maybe, this is some peroxide, and I'm just gonna spray the pot here, and I'm just gonna put it here like this. Yep, like this. And I'm still gonna leave it in, like, on my desk. You guys, like I said, definitely can put it underneath your bed, in the shoebox, in your closet. Just make sure that you're checking it maybe at least once a month to make sure that it's not growing any new growths for some reason, or spikes. Even if they do grow spikes, you're not going to give it any more light or water. So don't let the flower spikes fool you. So the bulb actually has enough energy to put out the spike and the new growth, so you don't have to worry about that. It will survive. It will shrivel though, so that's where it has like its energy stored. That's why it's so plump. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it here on my desk just because it's gonna be a lot easier for me to check if it has something growing. And yeah, hopefully, like I said, it does have something growing in the future. Hopefully a spike. But yeah, I will keep you guys updated with that. So yeah, I can't talk, I'm telling you guys. Okay, let me try again. Let me know if you guys, what you guys are doing to store these catasetums when they've gone dormant. I'd like to know what you guys are doing, and how well it works for you guys. If you guys do cut the roots. Yeah, because not everybody does it. A lot of people just keep it on the sphagnum moss and just remove the moss when it's creating the new growth. But I feel like that can also be a bit dangerous if, let's say, the new growth has a little bit of roots coming in and you accidentally cut a root. See, I don't want to deal with that because I will hate myself. So yeah, that's it. I'm sorry I made another catasetum video. I know I made one yesterday. Like I said, I try to move away from catasetums because at the beginning I was doing a lot of catasetum videos. You guys know that I love val species and catasetum, so I obviously have to do one of the other, you know, every so often. And I hadn't done a catasetum video, so I felt like it was time. Not counting when the Maniarara was in bloom, because that was a beauty. So yeah, I'm just gonna put it on my desk here. And if you have your bulb underneath your bed or in a closet where it doesn't get light, your new growth will grow white. So don't freak out. That's just what happens because it's not having any sun. So if you move it to a brighter area than your closet, it will start getting a bit green. So don't freak out if you see it white. Yeah, that's it. So if you guys did like the video, please leave a like, comment down any future videos you guys want me to do, and comment down if you guys are getting spikes. I'm curious. And subscribe if you want to see more videos, like catasetum videos, and val videos, and any other videos you guys want me to do. Yeah, that's it. Thank you guys.